Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I am actually going to be reacting to someone new, that's someone I haven't reacted to before, and that is Kali Uchis. I don't know if that's how you say her name, Kali Uchis or UCHIS. You'll have to let me know. But I've never reacted to Kali before, but I've definitely heard her name quite a few times, and I'm pretty sure I've heard her featured on songs before as well. I think she's Spanish, so I'm not going to understand what she's saying, but I will be going with the vibes of the music and so on like that. I don't know if I'll make a lyric video yet. I just kind of want to vibe with it, okay? This is my first little taster of Kali, and I kind of went out on a whim reacting to it because I heard someone, in one of my premieres saying, have you heard Kali has an album out? And I was like, oh, no, but this could be a good opportunity for me to finally listen to Kali and see how it goes and so on. I don't know how well this video will do. I don't know anything, all right? But I thought I'd go out on a whim, and I do want to be doing a lot more new releases on my channel this year. If you would like to watch this video completely uncut, then do go over to Patreon and join any of the tiers that you want. It really helps fund the channel because I don't really get paid on YouTube, especially because of copyright and so on like that. The Patrons are the ones that keep me afloat. Honestly, they truly do. They keep the channel afloat. They keep me and my family afloat. I love you all so much. But also, if you can't do that, please don't worry. I love you just as much. Just like, comment, share, subscribe, all those lovely things. You can follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. It would be great if you could share the video if you really like it and you think other people would like it, because that goes a long way. Even if only one person watches it. From you sharing it, that is still lots. Like, that's still enough, because I really want to get to 20k subscribers this year. I mean, I imagine I will this year. I just don't want to set my goals too high, obviously. If I get to 20,000, I'll be really, really, really happy. But yeah, other than that, let's get into it. First song is called Cómo Así. Not me and my Spanish. Oh God, I'm terrible. If you've watched my Rosalia reactions, you'll know. I'm very, very British and don't know a lick of Spanish. I did try for a moment, but I thought as soon as I started trying, I was like, this could take a while, and I don't have a while, so I gave up. But anyway, I'm excited to hear it. Let's go. I genuinely have no idea what to expect either, by the way. Like, at all. Oh, wait. Also, I didn't show off my makeup look. I looked at the album cover and wanted to go for something kind of like colourful with like pinks and blues and stuff like that. So that is why I've got this makeup today. And added a little bit of orange in there as well, just for fun, just to make it a little bit me. But yeah, it was actually a really easy makeup look to do. It's just a lot of just eyeshadow layering. Well, just like, yeah, just eyeshadow. But actually, it's fun. It was easy, but impactful. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going. It's so sensual. It's like knocking. So spatial. If you come round here, you'll never want to leave. Vocals! I am so glad I chose to listen to this album. What the hell? That bit of distortion. Getting eargasms. Transition. Okay. Ooh, that was sensual. It was ethereal. It was kind of tribal. It was jungly. I felt like I was in this like nighttime jungle, and all these like sexy women were like coming out of like the lake, like the river, but like a pond. It was very still, and all like these women were like, naked women. Oh God, my brain. Okay, so I was just perverted basically, but it's just like these women coming out, and they're all like sensual and like, I don't know. It was just giving me magical feelings. It felt magical. It felt seductive. It was, and she's literally saying, if you come round here, you'll never want to leave. It is literally like a lure, and it sounds like she's inviting you to this like absolute paradise, and she's like, you're never gonna want to leave. Oh, okay. And it went into Mi Pongo Loca. Mi Pongo Loca. No. Mi Pongo Loca. Oh God. I know. I never know where to like, the pronunciation. It's not just like, no, not the pronunciation, but like the accenting and stuff like that. There isn't any accents on the letters, but like the way I do it probably sounds like Siri trying to just do it. You know what I mean? I never know how to, where to go up, where to go down. I don't know. Anyway, mi pongo loca in my accent. Let's go back to the start of that though. That transition, is it one of those albums? It's one of those, isn't it? Okay. It's such a thick beat. Oh, also her vocals, what the hell? Some of it was almost classical. Like she must have had some serious training, or unless she just naturally just sings like that. But like, What was that little organ? Oh. Wow. This song has definitely given me a little bit of Beyonce Renaissance as well. Like the album Renaissance, it's definitely given me a little bit of that. Oh, da 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 da. I also love that she mixes some English with the Spanish as well. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. I need to hear that back again. Oh. Wow. Was this a reverse feeling? It's like we're backing up. Nice. I love that when you're too real, you make enemies. Kind of true. But you also make better friends. Oh, is it going to transition? No, it didn't. Oh, okay. I guess because that song kind of like followed the vibe from the first one. Like you know, you can't get rid of me. She's saying, pussy's too good, can't get rid of me. Like the first one, when you come here, you won't want to leave. Yeah, they kind of like joined together in that way. Oh, what a lovely feeling. Just the way it, oh, bombada, 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 bombada. Oh, it's so like depthy and beautiful and sensual. Again, her voice is something else. It's so gorgeous, her voice. Like so gorgeous. Breathy and but also strong. She just definitely could do those high notes as well. Oh my, oh, ooh, definitely had an R&B feel in there as well. Mixed with it. It's like ethereal R&B with this again, this kind of like not tropical, like a jungly kind of drum feeling. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong by saying jungle drum. I don't fucking know. Okay, but it just had that real like. I do still feel like I'm in a jungle. Okay, when I hear it in a sexy jungle with sexy women. But anyway, moving on. Igual Que Un Ángel with Peso Pluma. I'm just wondering where they're all going to take me. Talking about high vocals, here she comes. She's just got that register. Does she go super low as well, ever? Maybe maybe she has done it already and I've not noticed it, but like, I feel like she's just got a very like high sitting vocal, you know what I mean? And this is gorgeous because she's got the aspirate, but with a little bit of a head voice, but it's not in that operatic, like, I can't even go that high, sorry. But it's not like a, it's like a, you know, it's got the bit of like a mixed voice in there. She does it so smoothly. Oh, igual que ángel. Ángel. Okay, I'm just trying to learn. Ángel. Wait. Igual que un ángel, igual que ángel, ángel, igual que un ángel. I don't know what I have to do the movements with it. Cute ángel. Oh, whatever. Sorry. Oh, oh. Oh, snare. Right there. There's my snare. Ooh. Take me to the disco, baby. She's singing about me.
Amor y le fallaron, ojitos secos de todo lo que lloraron, pero ella no se rinde, sonríe aunque le duela. Todos quieren plata, otros quieren fama. Un corazón como el tuyo está en extinción. Con esa actitud nadie la
gosh. It's a non-stop album of just bangers. How have I never, ever reacted to Callie? I'm loving it. That song. I love how I was like, oh, look, she's written a song about me. But then, like, as soon as I said it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to pretend it is about me, actually. I'm going to get into it and just be feeling myself. Oh, but, I obviously don't know what she's saying in Spanish. Imagine she's actually been like, what a little bitch she is. But no, sent from heaven down to earth. I'm going to send that to my friend, actually, because I always call her an angel on earth. Like, my friend Abby, I just always say to her, I'm like, you're literally like an angel on earth. You just are. Like, everything about you is an angel on earth. I'm quite romantic with my friends, I must admit. When I compliment, I go there. I really just compliment all the way, you know? I don't care how it comes across, but it does come across romantic. And I say to her, before I do it sometimes, I'm like, right, Abby, I'm going to get a bit romantic with you right now, so just brace yourself. But I always say to her, she's like she is an angel on earth, or like I call her like a sunbeam, and I was just lucky to catch her light. Like I always say that, I'm like, you're literally like a shooting star, or like I say sunbeam, and like I'm so lucky that I got to meet you just to get a glimmer of your light like projected onto me. I know it's quite romantic, I know, but yeah, I'm gonna send this song to her and be like, sorry, just getting romantic with you. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Just everything, the way it felt. Oh, so purple, this album, actually. Lots of purples. But I've always said that about a disco-y sound. When it's like that type of disco, not like disco. There's other, well, you know, there's all different types. But the disco where it has that like more like, I don't know, not dark, but like romantic, I guess, a bit more sultry. It's always got a purple look to it all the time. But yeah, anyway, moving on. We now have Pensamientos Intrusivos. I feel like I did that all right. But then again, how can I say that when I don't know? You let me know. No, we're not trying it again. Okay, starting now. Non-stop banger. Non-stop bangers. Oh, I love that. The way it has a swing in it, and then the way it goes you know, going down and up the scale, and that swing. They're so classical. There's a lot of like feelings that feel quite classical, and like this feels like a choir almost. You know what I mean? With all those. Also, like the beat is all here, and then like all like the vocals and like dreamy soft bits are all up here. There is a definite defined like low and high, like, and not a lot of middle going on visually. It feels very like we are like this, worlds apart almost, which is interesting. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Conduct it. That's what I feel like I need to be doing. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That one was interesting, actually. Transition again. Ooh, oh, I like that. Okay, right. Before we get into it. Okay, right, yeah, no, right, anyway. We're not on that song yet. But yeah, that one was more interesting. Whereas the one before, I just felt myself getting lost in. This one I actually was like focused on. I was like, oh, what's going on actually? Like, there was lots of, it was odd. It was kind of odd in a way. You know, it felt like you could have that like same, all right, back to the disco vibe, you know, whatever. But it actually had like little bits in it that I was like, ooh, like standing out. It's very creative, really clever. It's so beautiful. But now I am moving on to Diosa. Right. Ooh.
Tú sabes bien que soy mucha mujer y puede ser que
I like that.
eso te asuste, and you'll do whatever just to make me happy. All the world is mine, and it means more than money. I get all your time. Diosa de total, la reina, la diva, la diosa, me respalda el universo, me da todo.
Ooh, it's kind of complex.
Siempre me busca, haga todo lo que yo digo. Yo sé que estás embrujo, siempre a mi lado, dándole a su diosa ofrendas. It's what I deserve, soy un beneficio a tu salud. Cuando estoy feliz, that's why you do whatever for me. I guess I'm just broke, always on your mind. It means more than money when I give you life. There's no matter, find it funny. I always get my way. Diosa de total, la reina, la diva, la diosa, me respalda el universo, me da todo lo que necesito.
I am moving my hips right now. Ooh, another one that was interesting. I love it when it gets that la da 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 da, and it's all like the drums feel like they're like I don't even know, but it felt like they were complex somehow. Maybe the timing was like shortened or something. Like it just felt so compact and like she had to fit in the words with it. It's almost like nothing was going on at the same time, but fit like perfectly like a puzzle. That was really cool. And then you had that little, I don't know, that little saxophone moment, and then me doing my own little sax solo in there. But I liked that. I liked the touch of that little sax doing like little call and response and like, you know, ad-libbing a little bit. I like that. Right, anyway, moving on. We've got Te Mata. Okay. Oh, some Spanish guitar.
A mí me gusta que vean lo feliz que soy sin ellos.
Yo que soy la diabla de tu historia.
Wow.
La que sabía que para volar me tocaría encontrar mis propias alas. Me guardabas de dolor dentro de mi alma. Con calma. La que con todos tus maltratos se quedó siempre como si nada.
La que canta todas tus maltratos se colena. Oh, God. Right. Oh, my God. It's so classical in a way, you know, but it's got a Spanish, like very traditional Spanish sound as well. Latin sort of, and that. Oh, I like it.
Sin nada.
Siempre como sin nada. Oh, it's got character in it. There's character.
Con todos tus maltratos se quedó siempre como si nada.
Cheeky. Cheeky.
La pesadilla. Pues eso ya pasó y esa ya no soy yo. Nunca vas a poder cortar mis alas.
I can imagine a tango.
Te mata. Pues eso ya pasó. Esa ya no soy yo. Por fin estoy feliz. Mis días ya no son gris. Tienes que aceptar que ahora soy un recuerdo. Si buscas un culpable, pues mira en el espejo. Nunca me conociste, mucho menos. Es hora de entender, no tienes nada que ver conmigo. Ya lo he intentado, it's best we live the
Ya lo he intentado. La ta ta ta, la ta ta, la ta ta, la ta ta ta. Oh, that vocal.
No hay nada más de qué hablar. Ya lo he intentado, it's best we live the past right.
Very jazzy. So also, what I call that? That's speech level singing. It's called speech level singing. It's a jazz technique. It's when you do like, because she could go da 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 da. She could do that, but she's using that da and not changing the volume of it though. So it's almost like holding back. La da 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 da. Using that mixed voice, but not increasing the volume. I love it. It's very jazz.
No hay nada más de qué hablar. Ya lo he intentado. Estoy con alguien que me hace feliz. So just let me be.
The jazz. That was a perfect speech level thing. It's not he. No, it's he. Like rides the line. She's so comfortable in this part of her voice. She's so comfortable that she can really just glide. She can glide through this track in very just like no effort push. Just so held back and retained and like, oh, she's in her element here.
Como soy me hace reír. So just let me be.
The backing fucking vocal. Oh my god. How is she not like up there with Rosalia? You know, like how? How is she not up there? Up fucking there with Rosalia? How? Like, I know, I'm not saying she's, like, not getting the listens or the views or whatever you want to call it. She is, they're in the millions, but Rosalia's getting, like, multiple millions. And this is truly, like, just as good. You know what I mean? It's like, or you know, and I'm not going to say better because it's different. I don't like using the word better, but it's just as good. You know what I mean? I don't get it. How is this not fucking blowing the fuck up right now? I don't know. This needs to be like 1 billion listens. That's just my opinion, but that is absolutely astonishingly stunning. The amount that she was using, she is so vocally trained. It is unreal. La da 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 da. And like, did you notice that like some moments she would push, but there are so many moments where she would be doing high notes, low notes, medium notes, all at the same volume. And that is speech level singing. It is perfect. It actually, if you practice speech level singing, you'll have an easier time reaching the notes you want to reach because it's a totally controlled way of singing. It's like keeping the larynx low, not letting your larynx jump around too much. I watched a beautiful video on speech level singing the other day. I linked it in a video not long ago. Maybe I'll link it in this video as well, just because it is so good. And if you like singing and you want to know what speech level singing is, it is a great way to like reach those high notes, reach those low notes. It really is the best place for your voice, and like she's doing it so well, and it's very often used in jazz music. And of course here she's using it in this beautiful Spanishy Latin type song, like, wow. Okay, anyway, next one is called Perdiste, something like that. We'll see. Oh,
Me perdiste,
Perdiste.
Tiene que doler, hoy eso tiene que doler, pero lo hiciste, perdiste. Did you wake up early with an attitude? Did you cry seeing the bed empty?
Oh, that was different too. Bed empty. Instead of being like bed empty, it's tea. Like kind of giving it a with a bit of husk in there as well, actually.
You cry seeing the bed empty.
She's thickening the voice rather than making it thin. Tea, very thin. Tea. She's almost letting more of the vocal come through on that bit. She's so good. Yeah, definitely opening her throat a bit more there.
You cry seeing the bed empty.
It's even better because it crescendos from literally like, did you cry seeing the bed empty? Dear. Wow.
Trying hard to replace me. Or did you pick up your phone and make my ring? Que hicimos tú y yo, lo nuestro no se murió. But I got to go bye, bye, bye. You know that I got a soft spot for you and the things you do to me. Nobody can push my buttons like you and the things you say to me. Me perdiste y eso es triste. Tiene que doler, para nada y nunca, baby, ya me perdiste. Cuéntame cómo se siente.
Halftime.
Wonder what the views are.
The EQ. Also the EQ on the drums, like it sounds like it's being pushed through like a little amp as well, maybe, I don't know, but it's got very like all the lows are kind of like, it's like a muddier sound, but then all the highs are like squashed a lot, so it's got that. I always like picture it as like I said this the other day in an album reaction, actually. It's like a metallic, okay, a crisp packet, but like it's all silver, the whole crisp packet silver. It's like when you roll it up in a ball, and then you like lightly press on it, like that. It gives me that a little bit, like the imagery. But yeah, it's just like an EQ difference. Instead of it being like super stereo and like also like with all the depths of it and the highs of the highs and stuff like that, it's all like kind of crunched a little bit more compressed. And then the halftime. Very pretty. Nice. All right, we're just going to move on to the next one. That one was cute though, very like more of a gentle one, but still keeping like it interesting, very interesting still, and nice, just nice, yeah. Right, we now got Young, Rich, and In Love. All right. Sorry, I was just sorting my lumbar bit out.
Right into the sunset, like how I ride it, you know I ride it. Encima de ti, yo me siento libre. Encima de ti,
Little bit trap. This trap drum. Ding dong.
Yeah, and you know I need all of them kisses. Anyone
Oh, the vocal layering.
better stay out con Fox business. A mí no me importa lo que creen. Tú eres
it's definitely got a bit of chorus effect on the vocals, giving it that whippier sound without actually doubling your vocal. The chorus effect can give your vocal like a lot of width and like layer to it. I can hear it, and it's not like overpowering, but it's like it really fills it up for sure. Yeah. One more time, sorry. Gorgeous. The way some of them close is crazy. They close so sharp. So yeah, that one had like a little trap drum. Very dreamy, very dreamy. She even says in her song, doesn't it feel like a dream? And I feel like that was so purposeful to have it as such a dreamy instrumental to just like go along with it. It's a sexy dream. It's a sex dream, okay? And yeah, it's hot. It's a sensual, sexy, let's get down to business type song. In a romantic kind of way, I feel. I know she's like, you love how I ride it. Doesn't sound very romantic, but like the vibe of it was kind of like, it was like hot and nasty, but it was sensual, you know? It was like that kind of sex that you have with like probably a long time partner, and you're like, oh, let's get saucy. Like, let's put on the music for this one. We ain't going straight to missionary tonight. We are gonna caress each other. We are going to kiss each other up and down. No, up and down. Sorry, wrong way round. It's like that. It's that type of song, basically. I don't know why I'm going into detail. Tu Corazón Es Mío. Maybe. Right, let's see.
Este amor que tengo es para ti. Always been big on loyalty. Just take it as mío entirely. All that you need inside of me. Dicen que el amor en su junto solo resulta en el dolor. What do they know? They're miserable, broken and alone.
Now she really is singing about me. I'm joking. I promise I'm okay. Doing it. She's doing it all over the album. Da, 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 da. She's done that so much, like going up the scale, down the scale, doing like, you know, maybe arpeggiating it, or, you know, just she likes going up and down. She likes going up and down. She does. And I don't mean that in a sexual way, but she probably likes that. Well, we know she likes that too. She knows how to ride, okay? But she vocally is riding as well. I says na na on the end. Corazón es mío. Anyway. All right. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Again, just good. It's just lovely. It's just lovely. Right, we now got Muñekita. Okay, with L Alpha and JT. Okay, let's go.
Gatita.
Okay, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Tu angelita es lo que necesitas. Dale gata, dale muñequita. Bien sudadita, soy tu mamacita. Dale gata, dale muñequita. Gata, gata, dale muñequita.
Oh, it's fun. Gata, gata, dale muñequita.
Gata, gata y la cara llena de voto. Pero cuando ella me lo mueve y es que voto. Te lleno la urna de la vaina blanca. Soy el presidente, el que tu nalga comanda. Lleno de hoyito pa' yo meter loquito. Sí, por ahí cabe. Dame ve, espérate. Chiqui, chiqui, chaca, chaca, chiqui, chiqui, chaca, chaca, chiqui, chiqui, chaca, chaca, chiqui, chiqui, chaca, chaca.
That's so funny.
Chaca, chaca,
I love it.
Chiqui, chiqui, chaca, chaca, 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 chiqui.
Tu angelita es lo que necesitas. Gata, gata, dale muñequita. Gata, gata, dale muñequita. Qué buena está mi reina. Cuerpazo, carajo, camina.
Oh, it's so hot.
Están su mood, la amplitud. Tiene carita de ángel, bonita, qué rica. Pachoso aquí like a dog.
Qué muñequita.
Lo que no me sirve pa' afuera, que venga lo bueno, es what I always say. Cambia mi número, relax, no I didn't get your text. You bitches do not exist to me, but I get so when a bunch of thirsty hoes gonna try me. All I do is laugh and push them out the way. Broke bitch, cuerpazo, carajo, camina con una actitud. A mi manera de ninguna. A mí me preguntan por qué eres tan I was raised on tough love, I'm more duro.
Come spend some money on a chula. Hoes mad, ask me if I care puta. Pussy so sweet, you would think it was your churro. Got him on in JT, got me screaming like it's Uno. Broke bitches got the biggest mouth. He call you an Uber and you're going to his mama house. He never even took you out to give it up, ho, cut it out. Sana culita de rana, bitch.
This is insane.
Cuerpazo, carajo, camina con una actitud. Están su mood, la bonita, qué rica, camina con su actitud.
This is a good workout song.
Walk you like a dog. Gata, gata, dale muñequita.
Gata, gata, dale muñequita.
Gata, gata, dale muñequita.
Gata, gata, dale muñequita. Oh! Woohoo! That was so fun. Oh my god, my hair's going crazy as well, but that's fine. It's crazy music, crazy hair. We're getting crazy up in here. That one was so fun. That one, oh, that's a workout. This whole album's got like a workout vibe, to be fair, but that one especially, you just wanna really pop it to that one. And I was even singing along to that one in Spanish and doing all right with it as well. It's catchy. Oh. Gata, gata, dada monaquita. Oh my god, it was so good. So fun, so many levels. I loved all the changes in it. That to me is ear candy. When you get songs that have like switch ups in the beat and it's punchy. I'm a very like rhythmic kind of girly, you know. I love the rhythm of a song so much. And like, of course that sounds hilarious because I've got Lana Del Rey in the back here who sings very like, you know, pretty songs, but obviously she has her rhythmic ones as well. And I do love, like, obviously lots of different types of music, but if I want to have fun, this is the vibe I want to go for all day, every day. It just has it's so special and like fun and it's exciting and it keeps my bloody mind, my not yet diagnosed with ADHD but still on the waiting list mind, it keeps it like preoccupied. It's so like I can't like, you know, focus on anything else but the song. It's like it forces me to hyper focus, which is beautiful, and that's all I want. And it's, even from a young age, I've loved dancing, and I'm not a dancer and I can't dance, but I've loved the feeling of dancing. So like songs that make me want to dance like that and really get into it are so fun. And also it had bad bitch energy all over it as well. And that's another thing that I love. It makes you feel powerful, makes you feel strong, makes you feel sexy. It just gives you everything. It's fun, it's giggly, it's unserious, you know? Ah, brilliant. Okay, now we've got Labios Mordidos with Carol G, who I've actually heard Carol G on the, did I hear Carol G on the Barbie album? I think I did. I think I did. I'm not always like familiar with all the names, but I've heard Carol G, not just on the Barbie album. I think I might have heard Carol G in other, like, again, like Kali Uchis, where I've heard them do, I don't know. I've heard the name. All right. I've heard the name. I don't know anymore. You let me know. Right. Let's do it. Labios Mordidos.
Tremenda asesina con un flow para matar. Todo el mundo mira, pero a ella le da igual. Carol y Cali UCHIS, la combi perfecta para olvidarse de ese mal.
La nena está encendida, se me pega como un tatú.
I'm saying it right now. I'm going to be fucking listening to this album non-stop, like especially when I'm getting ready or when I'm cleaning. Oh, when I'm cleaning, this is going to be the best. I'm going to be swinging my hips, cleaning them dishes. Oh, it's going to have, oh, it's just going to be so much fun. Sorry.
Se pega, como un tatú. Es que una vez que yo lo prendo nunca paro. Ten cuidado que yo no hablo, yo disparo. Siempre sale caro. Reggaetón suave, labios mordidos, diamantes que le bajan por el ombligo. Dale bien suave, estás advertido que es bien probable te envicies conmigo. Y si tú quieres de lo prohibido, yo te doy duro, mami.
I can't help but just do these crazy movements.
Yo te doy garantía que nadie está más dura que tú. Como un tatú. Vea, yo soy suavecita como miel y coco. Siempre rica, dulce como arepas de choclo. Y solo con mi mirada ella se puso mojada. No, ya se pone loquita cuando yo llego. María, Jenny, Catalina y Sonia. Dominicanas, borricuas, amo mis mexicanas. Y esta noche soy lesbiana, tú me das las ganas.
Nice.
Dios me le bendiga ese culo que se pega. Como un tatú. La baby está agresiva con esa carita cute. La tiene bien montada en todo su neighborhood. Falta un brillito de strawberry pa' bajarle. Calladita pa' que no lo sepa nadie. Muéstrame que tiene ahí pa' yo probarle. Que ya yo estoy calientita, ven y caile. Un brillito.
So many cool things. There's so much tension.
Mirarle ese tatuaje en la espaldita me.
But also it's so much tension, but in the sexiest fucking vocal ever. Like with the kind of slurring.
Un brillito de strawberry pa' bajarle. Mirarle ese tatuaje en la espaldita meo sin aire. La nena está encendida, se me pega como un tatú. Una chimba que tú. Que Dios me le bendiga ese culo que se pega. Como un tatú. Y mami, cómo se le ve rico ese tatuaje.
I was just actually about to say, I swear to God, I before I got to that line, I was thinking like that drum was giving me a reggaeton kind of dum da dum da dum ba dum da. But I hear that they use it in quite a lot of like, you know, Spanish music. What would you class? I'm just gonna look up the genre exactly. Latin urbano, pop, dembow, musica tropicale, musica tropicale. I don't know. All right, anyway. So it's got those. Yeah, because like, oh, reggaeton. Yes, good. Because I was thinking it definitely has like that reggaeton. Dum ba dum ba dum ba boom ba. I love that kind of reggaeton sound as well. But I was wondering if it was used, because I've always thought reggaeton to be more like more like Jamaica, like reggae, reggaeton. I guess maybe I got it wrong, but is it more of a Spanish thing rather than a Jamaican thing? Or is it a bit of both? Yeah, I just want to be more familiar with these sounds that are a bit more, different, because they're very popular at the moment. You know what I mean? It's very popular to have these sounds. And it's so gorgeous. Also, I want to see, it's Kali Uchis, where's she from? What's her background? She's American Colombian. Okay, because I was wondering, is she Colombian? Is she Spanish? Yeah, Colombian, because I don't know whether it would be, because I know there's all the different Hispanic, Latino, all these different ones. I don't know all of them, obviously. But I think from Colombia, you just call Colombian, right? You just call yourself Colombian. I don't know. I'm white as fucking paper. How do I bloody know? I'm from England and I'm bloody white. So just trying to learn. All right. But yeah, I just love the sound though. Oh, because there was some that had that real specific Spanish. I mean, it all kind of derives from Spain in a lot of ways. But yeah, of course, Colombia, the language is Spanish. So obviously there's going to be a lot of Spanish influence in Colombia. Of course, it is basically, I don't know it all. Are Colombian people technically far down the line? Are their ancestors Spanish? Or is it Spanish and Colombian? Is it a mix? What happened? How did this happen? How do they speak Spanish? But they're in America, Southern America, right? Is it Southern America? Where's Colombia? Oh God, Colombia, where are you? Colombia is a country in northwestern South America. Okay, but it is in South America. Okay, phew. How did it happen? Maybe I'm going to have to just do my research, you know what I mean? Just do my research, find out what it's all about. Because I've always wondered these things, and I've always thought, oh, I'm going to mess that up. I don't know what's what, who's where, when, how, woo, what, where, when. Woo, what, where, when. I don't bloody know. But yeah, definitely obviously had the Spanish sound because of the Spanish language. But I'm also wondering, do they have, in Colombia, is there Spanish culture as well? Just wondering. I don't know. I don't know nothing. But anyway, yeah, love it. That was such a good song. Super sexy again. The beats and the reggaeton beat. Right, now I'm going to look up where reggaeton comes from. All right, so parent genres: reggae, hip-hop, merengue music of Latin America, urbano music. So it all kind of, and Dominican dembow, derivative forms, is that? Stylistic origins: reggae en español, dancehall, Jamaica. Okay, so it kind of all blends a lot. It blends a lot. Nice, okay. What defines reggaeton music? As the name suggests, reggaeton blends reggae music with Latin American dancehall music as well as hip-hop influences. Okay, so it really is a combo. In its early days, the genre was a platform to discuss themes of African diaspora communities that are descended from native Africans and the Black identity. Yes. Okay, this is so interesting. Also says reggaeton is a musical genre originating in Puerto Rico, which is very popular in Spain and across Latin American countries. Yes. Wow. Okay, there's so much. I'm learning. I'm actually learning quite a lot here. But anyway, I want to move on because I don't want to stop the vibe too much. Let's keep going. We've now got Nohe La Parte Tu. Kali Uchis with Raul Alejandro. Raul. I don't know how to say the name, sorry.
Hoy amanecí pensando en ti. Tu lengua con la mía la sentí.
Okay.
Cuando me das un beso, dicen que no es normal. Dicen que yo estoy mal. Yo sé lo que siento, Hey, el amor no es ley.
It's rising into something.
What we do, no matter what they say. No importa lo que digan, como que.
Ready?
All I hear is prendemos un brownie, mami Lenny con Oni. De fondo tengo otro
That bass, so swallowed up. It's gonna expand. Yeah. When I said it's gonna expand, it did, because it added in that synth, that wop wop wop. It just, and it's so spatial. It's on each side, right? It's got such a stereo sound. That boom, 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 boom. It sounds like it's like, you know, all the highs, like I say earlier about EQ, cut out, and then it sounds like it's in the next room. It has that feeling, doesn't it? Where it feels like you're listening through the wall of it. And then that wop, 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 you know, that bit, instead of it being like this, it like space and it expands. It expands, literally what I said. And I love it. Especially because it's got reverb on it as well, giving it like space.
Los pensamientos crecen, tú gritándome más, con las piernas para atrás, ella es mía y de nadie más. Bam, bam, para bam, bam, y somos de las dos, la luna se quedó, se quita de los dos, la luna se quedó, se quita de los dos, ya la metí con todo, no olvidemos el reloj.
Hey, nena, pórtate y deja que nos miren si quieren besar otra vez, otra vez. Bésame otra vez, otra vez, otra vez.
Oh,
Lo que quiero es besos en la espalda, tap, tap, touch, bajo la minifalda, quítame.
wow. I love the way that was so washed out. Bésame otra vez, otra vez. Whatever it says, you know. But the way it was so like in the background, like it was literally running down a stream, and then it goes into that drowned bassy kick again. You know, the kick and the bassiness of it, like you're plummeted into water. It's like going down a distant waterfall and then like appearing like up close and personal, but underwater. Yeah.
Lo que quiero es besos en la espalda, tap, tap, touch, bajo la.
Ooh, touch.
The feel so right, what's this wrong? I know you ain't had enough. Sabes que yo soy la única que puede hacerte cosas mágicas. No matter what we do, no matter what they say, no importa lo que digan, yo te besaré otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Bésame otra vez.
Pretty. Keeping that reggaeton beat going again. And of course, in the earlier songs, it had a reggaeton beat here and there, but I feel like it's way more enhanced in these last like few songs, you know what I mean? It's way more enhanced. The ones before like had this ethereal, like it felt like jungly, and it did have like a reggaeton feel to it, of course, yeah, but this one just more so, you know what I mean? Like these last ones more so. But I know, I could be wrong. Right, anyway, Heladito. Let's go.
Hello, demonio, tú playing with me means you're playing too.
Ooh, the jazz again.
Just play with my hair instead. Can we spend some more hours in bed till noon?
Oh!
Princess in your passengers and pretty.
See, this has a literal, like, this one literally feels more reggae. You know, like, not reggaeton, it has a reggae feeling to it. Even a princess in your passenger, a princess, yeah, I love that.
Princess in your passenger.
That laid back feeling.
With the cherry on top.
Wait, it is so reggae and it is so jazz all at the same time. It's actually fucking phenomenal. I'm going back quite a bit more. I'm going to start.
Hello, demonio, tú playing
It's like a James Bond reggae version. As in like a James Bond song, but like a reggae James Bond song.
Princess in your passengers and pretty please with the cherry on top.
Vámonos.
Yo soy un ángel, te duermes conmigo, pero sin descanso. Toda la mañana comiéndote a besos. Aquí abajo en este mundo material. No soy popstar, pero sí soy internacional. El máximo sugar for your sweet tooth.
Love it. Love it. What a fucking solid album. This album is so good. What the hell? I loved that vibe so much. And it was like different. It was different to the other stuff we've heard as well. Like, but still kept her energy, like, and the energy of the album massively. But like the way it was just so like, it was so laid back. Literally, I was laid back the whole time. There was no, I wasn't up here or anything. I was just like, I was laid back, man. I was vibing. Oh. It was giving me Charlie's Angels as well. I was thinking James Bond, but actually it's giving me more of like, ah, 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 wherever it goes, like I can't even remember now. But like the Charlie's Angels sound, it's giving me that. Right, moving on. Dame Beso, or Dame, or Dame Beso slash, no, Muévete. Oh no, that sounded a bit more Russian, didn't it? We'll see, we'll see. Oh, it's the last song, by the way. Beach level singing. Country.
Así, así, dile muévete, ay muévete, yo muevo así, 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 de cintura mi Shakira.
Shakira.
Yo espero que tú me entiendas, vea pa' que aprendas. There's something pretty just but none of them are you see. Bien bonita huele vos, you better act like you know. Hoy la mosquita muerta.
So fast.
Así, dile muévete.
It's like,
gracias por venir. Lo agradezco
I could
mucho.
have imagined a little yodel moment in that, to be fair.
Y hasta la próxima. Mwah.
Mwah. She closed the album out how I close my videos out. Mwah. That's how I close my videos, bitch. It's okay, you can do it. You can do it too, you know. It's not like, you know, I didn't like come up with a kiss goodbye, so, you know, I don't know why I got crazy there. But, time to take these bad boys off. Oh my God, because these are noise cancelling. It literally does cancel everything out. When you take them off, it sounds like, it feels like I've entered a tube, like a weird metallic tube. I don't know, it's not that bad. That sounds too intense. But it is weird. It's like all the spatial sounds are in my, the reverb. Ooh, feels weird. Anyway, wow. I can't believe I reacted to it. I don't know, like, how weird that I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm going to give it a go. And I really didn't know what I was going to be in for. I really fucking didn't know what I was going to be in for. It's already my album of the year. It's the only album I've heard from this year so far, but, well, that means it is the album of the year, you know? It is my album of the year because it's the only one I've heard, but damn. It's going to be tough to beat. Tough to beat. Yeah, that's going to be a really tough to beat one. What the hell? That was so fun. I am actually like, even though I sat down the whole time, but like I was dancing so much with my arms, I actually feel like I did a bit of a workout there, upper body workout, you know? At least getting some aerobics in there. Nothing too crazy, obviously, but you know, let me dream. Let me say I had a workout, all right? But oh my God, if I did this as a stand-up video, I would have been probably dead by the end of it. Wow. I loved all the sounds. Also, I'm going to be like, when I am editing, I am going to be looking into like all different types of like what this means, what that means, like into the culture and into all of it. I really want to. I'm really, really interested in that because like I'm clearly in love with the sound. You know what I mean? I'm clearly loving this music, clearly. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You could see with your own eyes how much I was loving it. So I'm like, yeah, I want to get to know it a bit more, want to learn it a little bit more, understand it, and, you know where it's all, like, I just want to know more, you know, because it is such a fun sound. And I always say this, and I've said this before, but it's just like, it's crazy how painfully bland, like, white culture, like the culture of being white is like, what culture, you know what I mean? So painfully bland. And like, of course, like it does make sense why we're so bland, because we're so like our culture is just being fucking like taking over things, you know what I mean, and trying to rule everything. That's our culture, being pigs basically. And I'm not saying every culture other than white culture is perfect, absolutely fucking not. Like there's so many terrible things in different cultures and whatever, but white culture is a little bit bland. I mean, yeah, there are some funny bits here and there, like especially in the UK. Like I like the British culture in a lot of ways, like cups of teas and fish and chips, and like there's certain things that make me laugh about British culture that, you know, that I'm proud of in a weird way, just because I find it funny, and like it's just one of those things. But then when you hear stuff like Spanish culture, Colombian culture, Latin culture, you know, or African culture, you know what I mean, and all the different sounds and how it has so much like flavor and like spice to it, you know. And I really do use those words because that is the words I feel. It has something extra, it has some va-va-voom, as they say, you know, it has something special to it and feels so colourful, bright and warm. It feels warm as well. It feels like sexy and it's lively, it's passionate. It's all of those things that are like, I don't know, that it's very addictive. And I guess because like I'm a very passionate person, a very like expressive person, very like, you know, that sort of person, I resonate with it on a level where I'm like, oh, it's touching my soul, even though it's not my culture. It like, it lures me in because of my personality, you know? Please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video, become a patron if you can. It truly helps so much. I've been recording for an hour and a half, which is pretty good actually compared to what some of my videos are like. So becoming a patron really does help me keep going with these things. It motivates me to keep going too, because obviously it keeps me afloat, and I just love it. I just love doing this, but obviously I wouldn't be able to do it without the patrons. But if you can't become a patron, like I said, don't worry. It's just, I have to say, otherwise I'll never get patrons. Right, but anyway, love you all, and I shall see you next time. Bye!